Hello, everyone. Welcome to Radio Nyra with your host, Vivi. On the occasion of Women's Day, Radio Nyra would like to recognize Sarika Bansal as a superwoman for playing different roles in her professional and personal life. Welcome to Radio Nyra, Sarika.
Thank you so much, Vani. Thank you so much, Radio Nyra. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Sarika, to start with, I would like to congratulate you for taking your first step to serve the community and running for City Council, Cary City Council.
Thank you so much. Yes,
and
it is.
How would you feel about it?
It is amazing. I'm nervous, but I'm confident. I do feel, I do feel there is a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm getting a lot of good support from people, so that is a good sign. And there's so many people who would walk up to me and say, that we are so proud of you. And that motivates me every single day. So I'm super excited and ready to take this fight on.
Awesome. And Sarika, you've been wearing different hats in your day-to-day life. I mean, you've been taking different roles as in successful businesswoman, and you've played a consultant, cybersecurity consultant, and you're a wife, you have a daughter, your sister, your friend. How would you balance all these in your life?
It is amazing how everything kind of flows very well together. I enjoy every single role that I'm in and I play in my life, whether it's being a mom, whether it's being a dog mom, a wife, daughter, sister, and I was head of cybersecurity and a businesswoman. So I do feel that, everything that I've done is full of passion and love for it. When I'm actually doing something or I'm spending time with my daughter, for example, I'm there in the moment with her and we enjoy that moment immensely. So it is very fulfilling experience and everything falls into place very well because of the kind of support that I have from my family. It's very invaluable. Like, it is amazing.
Definitely, I agree with your point. Without family support, I think every woman might not be able to achieve this. And definitely their family is behind us, behind all of this. And your journey in all these areas has been very fascinating and it's been incredible. So what is that one motivating factor that keeps you give your best?
That's a very excellent question because I'm a very self-motivated person. One really that motivates me is like, how do I make sure that my parents are very proud of me? And when I wake up every morning, that's the first thing that comes to my head as to what can I do today that will really, really, they will be proud and say, yes, this is our daughter. And I feel the investment that they have done in raising me and my siblings and the amount of hard work that has gone into it. I just feel very appreciative of every single thing that they have done for me. And that motivates me every single day, to do so much better and to be a better person.
Awesome. And in your professional life, anytime, have you come across any situation that you felt that we do not, I mean, women especially do not have the equal opportunities when compared to men? And how did you overcome those kind of situations if you have faced any?
So, it would be wrong for me to say that I have never faced that. But, it is always with my knowledge and my passion. I've always dealt with the situation. But there was one situation specifically in one of the companies where I joined as head of organization and I took over a very critical project. And I just went and I asked for a simple document, which is a project requirement document. And there were multiple escalations on me and people said this is an incapable leader. And, my project manager, who was a Black lady, she was actually working with me very closely and she was shocked. She was like, I don't even know why people are reacting the way they are, because you have not said anything. In fact, the previous leader would like really make a big deal out of every single thing, and you just asked for a simple document. So she was shocked the way people were behaving. I was taken aback. And the way I dealt with the situation was I stayed calm, because the more you feed into it, the more it escalates.
Mhm.
And kind of taking a very peaceful approach and just sitting and listening to them and try to understand what is their concern. Like, I just asked for a document, but you think it's a big deal, right? And I think in 90% of the cases, you can resolve the situation. There
Mhm.
are cases where people have like strong biases, and there's nothing you can do about it. And but when you're working in a organized company, a corporate structure, there's HR, there are a lot of things that you can leverage and talk to while actually dealing with these situations. But think about when these things happen when you're not in that structured environment, in an outside world, right? Like it can be very scary, but I would really tell everyone that do not lose hope in yourself. Do not give in. Always keep like that keep your close keep stay close to your values. That is very, very important. Be honest to yourself, be honest to the people around you, and that will help you get through the situation.
Awesome. And to that continuation, I would also want to ask you that how can we promote women's leadership and decision-making roles in the organization? What are some important steps that we need to take?
I think it goes both ways. I think women have to step up. Sometimes we women, we're very scared of being in a meeting and being vocal about our opinion. We
Right.
are scared, like, and we frown upon, oh, what will people think about it? I think we should never get into that trap. We should always be able to ask questions and be vocal about and make our presence feel. And I think from a management standpoint, they definitely, I think having more women leaders in the management team can be a sign of, that the company is very inclusive of all genders. And I think that could be a breakthrough from a women's perspective. But I think it's never one way. It is always both sides. We have to see, sometimes we women also, we're very hesitant and shy of coming forward.
Great. Okay. And Sarika, you've been doing a lot of social services lately, and you must have a good amount of people around you, friends around you. And let's say in our day-to-day lives, and when a friend needs us, when they are low, like what are the few, I mean, we will be there when they are low because they are connected to us personally. But when it comes to the community, serving the community, what are the ways that that you come up with in order to empower women in the community?
So, Vani, I think the reason why I'm running for town council is also kind of making sure that I give hope and power to women, and I always say this: even if I can inspire 5 women with my story, and they can come up and do something like professionally or personally, I would feel that my mission is successful in life. So I do almost everywhere where I go, I kind of share my stories. Even if I have some vulnerability, even if I feel that it was a low phase of my life, to share that, it is not always rosy and happy in my world also. I have seen lows and I have seen highs, and when it's a low period, you should not lose faith. Faith is very important. And kind of sharing my stories and reaching out to people. In a lot of cases, I've also shared my information to people that hey, if you want to reach out to me, let me know, and I will be there. I don't think I can resolve every issue, but to be able to sit with someone when they're going through their low phase and just be a sounding board is extremely, it is very empowering for the other person. So I constantly try to do that in my life.
Okay, that's good to know, Sarika. And Sarika, as we know that in Cary, that is in 27519 and 27513 zip code, we have almost 30,000 Indian families living here. And now you being running for the Cary City Council, which I would like to cover in another episode. But what is that one message you want to give to the women out there on the special Women's Day?
I would say don't give up. Giving up is not an option. You know, when we were born and our parents put so much hope and faith in raising us, it was with a belief that we will grow up and will make them proud, and we will. And proud could be as small of a thing where we're taking care of ourselves. So taking care of yourself is very, very important. You have to be mentally very happy, and your happiness does not depend on other people, like, you know, and it's what other people around you are doing. That should not control your happiness. Your happiness is in your control. So I would really strongly request everyone to take care of your mental health and be happy, because if you are happy, you can keep, you know, your family healthy, and you can take care of the kids well. You can do your job well, and everything falls into place. It's the state of mind.
Great. I think that message will be passed on to the women out there, definitely. And coming to our next question, we see a lot of government policies have been implemented to take care of the women out there and create equal opportunities for women as well, equal to men. So, apart from what we have from the government policies, what an individual can do to step up in their life, and what steps they can take care of.
So I think, you know, taking care of yourself is very important, like I said, and, you know, making sure that you are very happy and content in your heart. Not comparing always yourself with others is very important. Like, you know, I implement this in my life. I have people who are more successful than me, and I have people who are really at par with me, and there are people who are not doing well. And, you know, but it is okay. Everybody has their own journey. To be able to accept that, and, you know, have faith in God and have faith in yourself is very, very important. So I would just suggest that, you know, continue to follow on the path that you believe is right for you, without giving power to others around you, and your key to your happiness is within you.
Absolutely agree with your point, Sarika. And I heard that you've moved from New Jersey
Yes.
to North Carolina.
Yes.
So, would you like to share any successful initiatives that you have taken to empower women within your community or within your friends, I would say?
So I do a lot of things. You know, I tend to there are small things, but, you know, they have a bigger impact on people's life. Like, one, when I moved here, I worked for a big company, and I realized that there was someone, you know, a woman who was not being treated well, and she was not being given the same opportunity as others in my group. And when I left the company, I went to a new role. I reached out to that girl and I said, well, would you want to work for me? And she said, I don't know anything about cybersecurity or information security. So I like, what do I do? Like, I'm ready to work for you. So I brought her in and I taught her everything. It took me 6 months
Mhm.
to kind of teach her day-to-day function and work. But once she was up to speed, you know, now she has a full-blown career in information security, and she feels like every single time I meet her, you know, she is like ready to give me a hug, like, and thank me. So I think these small things make a huge difference.
Yeah,
Um, and I tend to do that quite a lot. I would hire people and make sure that, you know, I teach them, empower them. And it is okay to make mistakes, because if you, when you work, you are going to make mistakes, but then, you know, to be able to learn from those mistakes and grow, I think that is very important. So I have done those small things, but then I have been part of some organizations also, where I have helped women directly or indirectly.
Good to know, Sarika. And you are a mom of a teenager, right?
Yes.
And that itself is a very big role to me. And there will be times that you might be overwhelmed with all these different roles, right? And sometimes you might feel low. And what is that one thing that you would like to do to bring back your energy? What would you do?
So yes, being a mom of a teenager, it's interesting phase of life because you have your highs and lows, and it's fun though. I do have small banters with my daughter, but she's overall a good kid. So she always bounce back, and there are days when we had an argument, and I wake up in the morning and I open my phone, and the first message is like, "You're the best mom in this
Oh,
world." So
sweet.
that makes your day special. But then when I'm low, I tend to go in my cocoon. I like to stay alone, sometimes, and I'll go for long walks, generally like 4 or 5 miles, so that, and I don't take friends with me at that time. I don't let my husband walk with me. I just go all by myself because that gives me a lot of time to think, and I'm closer to nature and God at that time. So I do feel at that point of time, I get to feel my energy, and that's my way of de-stressing myself. So that helps me a lot. And when I'm back home, I'm happy and chirpy again. It's a good way of de-stressing.
Definitely. Taking space and being alone, think over, that is definitely a refreshing time for yourself. Good to
Yeah.
know, Sarika. Good to know. And what is that one message you want to pass out on this day for the women out there?
So I would say that, women by nature, we feel that we have to take care of every single person around us. We feel that, it is our responsibility, moral responsibility to do that. And, I would like to really tell you, go appreciate yourself, give yourself time. It is not your responsibility to do every single thing. Sharing responsibility in the house is absolutely okay. Your responsibility is to really first take care of yourself, and then you have to start thinking about others. If you're not happy, if you're not healthy, then nobody around you would be happy.
Absolutely. And I totally agree with every single point of yours, Sarika. And definitely we need support from the family in order to achieve goals and reach heights. So on this occasion, I would definitely like to wish all the women out there a very happy Women's Day and a very happy Women's Day to you too, Sarika. You are the superwoman for Radio Naira.
Thank you so much, Vani, and happy Women's Day to you too, and everybody out there. Don't lose hope, don't give up, because and fix your crown, darling, because you are the queen.
Yes, definitely. And thank you for sharing your thoughts and your valuable suggestions on how to keep our energy high and how to come up from the lows. And that is
Absolutely.
very inspiring, Sarika. Thank you for all your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.